Welcome back, Space Marines. In this video, we're going to take a look at all of the tips and tricks that I found to take the Vanguard Executioner build to the next level. All of the footage that you're seeing here on screen is from true solo absolute runs. It's pretty much all I do these days, and I'm completely dedicated to this one class and this one build. I really want to make it work and push it to its absolute limit. So if you have any questions, comments, or you found anything that I missed in this video, please let me know in the comment section below. I absolutely love this build, and I haven't seen anyone go as in-depth as I'm about to in this video. So we're going to start off with the build that I've been rocking recently, of course. I've been using the Oculus bolt rifle and the heavy bolt pistol and the combat knife. You don't have to use this specific build or these specific weapons. It's going to work on other ones as well. The gist of it is the tips that I'm going to share afterwards, but I will share the build that I prefer right now. So with all of that out of the way, let's jump right in. Here we go. So as I mentioned, I've been recently running the Oculus bolt rifle paired with the heavy bolt pistol. Here's the build on screen for each of those. I've been running it with the fencing combat knife. I just think this is cool. It's obviously not the most optimal melee weapon. I just like it. It's fun to use and it's cool. That's about it. I only change one thing on the knife. I run the shadow stab so that I could charge and kill terminus enemies faster. This is the skill tree that I'm running, or the perks, excuse me, that I'm running. Yeah, pretty standard. Honestly, tactical prowess and zone of impact are the must-haves to make this build come to life. And as my final prestige perk, there aren't really too many good options, so I am actually running exigency charge, which just increases the recharge rate of my grapnel launcher. So tip 0.5. If you don't know this, you can't even really play this build. So you can lock onto enemies. If you see that little red indicator on screen right there, that indicates that they are at 33.33% health. Why 33.33%? Because 100 divided by 3 equals that. So the execution won't actually trigger, so what you want to do is put one bullet in them. So as I'm showing here in tip number 1. So let's rewind for a second here for tip number 1. When you actually get a grapnel launcher execute and you proc zone of impact's AoE damage, you're going to notice once someone is close, they get staggered, or even if they don't get staggered, if they're close enough, what you want to do is just shoot them with one bullet from your pistol, from your heavy bolt pistol, ideally a headshot, and then you'll be able to execute them, like so. So you don't even have to check at that point. If they took the burst hit, one bullet, and they're dead. So tip number 2, when you do execute a Majoris enemy, you're going to notice that the termagants, the little turnips with the guns, are going to get a synaptic shock on them. That automatically puts them into an executable state when you have tactical prowess. So there you go. I executed the Majoris. I saw the little green flicker on that termagant, which means I can grapnel launcher execute them as well and proc the burst again and continue my execution chain as such. So termagants are basically like stepping stones. Obviously, if they're glowing red, it's even easier. You have a 100% chance that you're going to get your grapnel execute triggered. Tip number 3. If you see a Majoris enemy calling like that for reinforcements, they get enraged, they heal back to full. Don't try to execute, restart doing damage, which leads me to tip number 4. When you trigger a grapnel execution, you're going to proc your Oculus bolt rifle's auto reload, as you can see here. It automatically reloads. And mid-execution, you can switch to your pistol and proc the pistol buff above, like so. So it's just a good way to actually get the most out of each execution that you trigger. Now you're going to notice me doing all of these things rinse and repeat non-stop. I'm always proccing executions. If I notice someone got staggered, or even if they didn't get staggered but they were close enough that I'm pretty sure they took the AoE burst, I'm going to shoot them once and I'm going to execute again with my grapnel launcher. One thing to remember, every time you use a grapnel launcher execution, because of your prestige perk, your grapnel launcher is going to generate one armor pip, and then the execution itself will regenerate the second one, so you will always be back to full armor. Very, very good. So yeah, you get the iframes from the grapnel launcher, you get the iframes from the execution, and then you get a full armor refill. Now, what you really want to do is constantly find the groups of enemies, find the Majoris enemies that you can set up as quickly as possible with some headshots from your Oculus bolt rifle. Get in with your grapnel launcher, proc the AoE buff, switch to your pistol, shoot them once in the head, and execute again, rinse and repeat, like so. What I do here is you're going to see this enraged enemy. I'm just going to lock onto them for fun, just to show you the lock on indicator again. I saw the little red dot. I shot him one bullet just to be sure that he's below 33 and not at 33.33%. And then I can execute again. All of this obviously works on extremist enemies also, as you're going to see with these Raveners here. Sometimes you just want to stand your ground and parry whatever you need to parry, gun strike them, set them up like this, and then do what you got to do and go for it. So that burst actually hit the second Ravener there. I know he's just about ready to be executed. I'm just waiting for him to reappear. I'm going to shoot him, parry him, gun strike one more time, and there he is. There's a red indicator. Obviously, sometimes you're going to miss. It happens. It's okay. Just do it again. That's why you've got 2 chargers, luckily. And there you are. So pretty straightforward. Now I'll show you a live run I did on my stream, actually, of True Solo Exfiltration. I'll just let you listen to it. I'll sign off here. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next one. Later.
Distance and group them all up so that you can proc the biggest AoE possible. Suppose that's the downside of his build. This is gonna hurt. Oh yeah. Not sure if it hit him. He moved, but okay, synaptic shock, so we can just keep going. Big damage, switch to pistol, prop the buck. Go back to full health. The beauty of Vanguard. He's dead. Just looking around to scan for optimal targets, nothing. Okay, this guy's gonna proc a shield, there we go, and he's dead. Yoink. Back to full, he's gonna get a hit. And now I can easily switch to my heavy bolt pistol and proc the buff and just kill him with a few shots. You're dead. Voila. This is why I love this build. I think it's slept on, but hey, I guess that's just me.